Do you have any Halloween books? Kendall held in her laughing as the librarian bit her long fingernails, blinking uncontrollably, drawing attention to her bright blue eyeshadow. She mumbled, "Right over here." And she pointed. "Thanks," Kendall said in a sarcastic voice. "For nothing," she thought to herself. Kendall skipped over, smiling uncontrollably. She loved Halloween. When she got to the shelf, she noticed a small book covered in red velvet on the top shelf, just teetering on the wood. The book was called Scary Stories. She went through page by page when she found it, the Halloween costume to end her childhood trick-or-treating. She was going to be Pumpkinhead. He kept reading about Pumpkinhead. It said he was buried alive 100 years ago and was planning on coming back and ending the torturous night that put his life on pause for a very long time. Halloween. 3 days later, Kendall was meeting up with her two best friends, Jill and Zach, downtown. It was dark and scary. The three leaves brushing around made it sound like they were screaming. They were all alone on the streets downtown. "Hey guys, what are you going to be for Halloween?" Kendall asked in a quiet voice, trying not to wake the dead, as she would say. "I'm going to be a cowgirl." "Howdy, y'all," Jill replied with a country accent. "I'm going to be a football player," Zach said with a deep voice. "What are you going to be, Kendall?" Kendall looked around. She didn't want anyone to hear, but to her surprise, she saw something weird. "Oh, I thought I'd be the only one," she mumbled. "What?" Jill and Zach looked puzzled. "Hey guys, do you see that guy over there?" Kendall said curiously. "Yeah, of course. He's just another guy walking downtown at night." "That doesn't make any sense. Nobody should know. I'm the only one with the book, who has the book, and the only one who could have seen it. It was hidden." Kendall said under her breath to herself, "Well, guys, I'm going to be the same thing as him, and I thought I'd be the only one, but I guess not." "I guess not. Let's go say hi. I like his costume," said Zach. "It's my costume," Kendall said. She hated being the same thing as someone. Zach and Jill started to run over, and Kendall had no other choice. When she got there, she said, "I like your costume. I'm going to be the same thing, but I think it's a little early for dressing up. We still have a week until Halloween." "This isn't a costume." "Wow, you also get into character," Zach said. "Little did they know it was the real Pumpkinhead. I was risen from the dead yesterday by a poem in a book. I read a book about Pumpkinhead yesterday." "And the poem too," Kendall said, scared. He started to glow up, and he asked, "Do you know where the mayor's office is?" They all screamed and ran. Throughout the night, Kendall and Jill and Zach were freaking out, knowing that the real Pumpkinhead was out in the town of Rushmore. Days later, Kendall turned on the TV and saw the mayor was planning on making a speech about canceling Halloween. "That can't be. He loves Halloween. He has a party every year." Kendall ran over to Jill's house and rang the doorbell. "Hey, Miss Smith, is Jill there? I have to talk to her right now." "Oh, yes, Kendall," she said. "Right upstairs." "Thanks," Kendall said frantically. Kendall burst into Jill's door. "Oh no, it's Pumpkinhead, and he's going to destroy Halloween." "Wait, slow down. What is Pumpkinhead doing?" Jill said sarcastically. I'm not kidding. The Pumpkinhead costume we saw yesterday wasn't a costume. It was actually the real Pumpkinhead. I've been thinking nobody has even heard of Pumpkinhead, so nobody would dress up as him except him, and the mayor's having a speech about canceling Halloween forever." "That doesn't sound like him. He throws a party every year." "He wouldn't cancel it," Jill started to sound a little scared. "I know, that's my point. What are we going to have to stop him? I love Halloween." "Forget it. What if he kills me? I'm going to die." "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Jill overreacts a lot. He would kill you if we stop him first. I remember seeing something in the book that I read about 100 years ago. They banished him to the dead by pelting him with water. We'll go get the book from the library to see if there's any more tips on banishing people to the dead." She went to the library to check out the book about Pumpkinhead. When Kendall got back, her and Jill then ran over to Zach's house to tell him, and they came up with a plan. They were going to throw water at him while he was saying his speech, so the real mayor would come back and put Halloween back on. In the end, it worked, and he went back to the dead for good.